Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today is Friday Freebie Day, and we are now on number 106. Last week, well, the week before last, we didn't have anything, obviously because I was poorly. Last week, Andy popped this one on for you, upside down, which is just like a little doodly thing that I did when I was poorly. So that's what you had. So that's not counted as a Friday freebie. That was just like a little extra thing to go in. So this is number 106. So last week, so we've missed out two videos on this, so I'm going to try and do something today with this one. So this is really lovely, really simple. Again, it's on the sort of like vintagey theme, and you guys can sort of like add all your little bits to it as well, your embellishments, lovely little bits of ribbon or lace or whatever you got. Now it's a pocket. And then I have this, which is a pocket to go on the front of here, and then we've got two sort of like journaling cards. Now this is made from the papers that are in my new basic tea and coffee backing sort of papers, which I'm going to give you a quick flip through in a minute. And I do have another new kit, so I just want to sort of like update you on a few two kits that I've got ready to go now. They are in the shop. So this is what we got. I'm going to show you how I've made it, and we're going to do a little tutorial on it as well. But I'm going to quickly just go through the papers, pop that to the side. Now these are 20 pages, and they are just a basic kit. I'm going to do a sort of like a few ranges on just basic papers, so which you can use for printing on the back of your papers or whatever you want to, or actually just making a journal from, because I know a lot of you don't make your own tea or coffee stain papers, and it's nice to sort of like have them ready there. So we've got a variety of colours, and they are all really lovely. And as I say, that we have got 20 pages in here, so you have a really good choice of colours and prints and textures. This is a lovely texture on this one, to go with all your other papers, and I'm loving them. I have used them a lot, and I thought I'd share them with you because it's nice to have in your stash. So these are lovely. I love the coffee mug on there, and on this one, that's a tea one. But they are just lovely, and a really good basic kit. And these are lovely tea stain ones. So there we go. So there's 20 sheets in there. So that's in the shop at the moment. And then I've got this one, which is called the Pretty Journal Kit. It's called the Pretty Vintage Collection on here. So again, we have got some lovely papers, and I just think this, I called it pretty because I think it is really pretty, and it's really sort of like delicate, and I just love it. So we have some beautiful pages on here, really pretty, and I'm just loving this blue. Love this blue on here, lovely. So these are just a quick flip through, because I do like to flip through the kits that I do, so you can have a proper look and see what you actually get. And again, we do the little postcard ones. We've got some lovely embellishments. We've got some lovely little tickets down there, some little pockets. These are lovely journaling cards that just fit in the pockets like that, which I love. And there we go. So that is that kit. So that is called the Pretty Vintage Collection. So that's the two kits that are out at the moment in the shop. Now these are the little pockets that I've made, and I just think they are really pretty. Again, really pretty, and they are really easy to make. You've got some nice little white writing on the back on here, sort of text on there. Little journal card that goes in the top, and again you can fold that in half if you wanted to. And we have the little one that goes in the front pocket. And what I've done, I've sort of like collaged on the back of it before I've attached the pocket, and then I've popped the lace under here. We've got embrace, and then I've just got some cheesecloth, a little bit of lace on there. So I just love them, and I think they will sort of like go with most of your journals. You put little notes in there. You can actually stick it to your page, or again you can pop it on like a little flap, or you can have it as like a little floating pocket. All sorts of different ways to do it. You could pop a little card or anything, like a little voucher in there as a gift. And again, this one I've made them sort of like a little bit sort of like vintagey shabby on here. So we've got a little bow. I put one of my journaling cards on there just over the top. Again, I put some book paper just behind, so you can collage this, and this one sort of like wrapped around here, so I think that looks really nice. So I've got some bits here all ready to go. That's a little eyelet, we don't need that, do we? So I've got some cheesecloth, I got some lace, a little bit of book paper, and I thought I'd pop some green on this one. So these are what we made the other day, a little while ago, and the little bit of ribbon. And I've got one of my little vintage ladies as well. A little bit of more lace. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to pop on this one, but I've already cut them out like this. Let's make sure I'm in shot, shall we? There we go, I am. So let's pop those to the side. So what we're going to do, this is just the cover. So we're going to bend this bit over, because that's the little bit we stick. Turn it over. Now I've printed on the back of this with the papers as well, and then we're just going to fold this over, level that up like that, and fold it down so we are all nice and straight. Okay, and then I'm just going to get a little bit of glue, my little glue pot, a little bit of glue on here, and then let me just move these bits out the way, and a little bit just down here like that. Now you can sandwich a little bit of ribbon or something in between there, so when you stick it down you'll have a little bit coming out, so it's sort of like sandwiched in between, but I'm not going to do that today. So let's just stick that down. So you could just print off these and just have them as little pockets like that, and just decorate them as they are if you wanted to, and then use these as different little journaling cards. I'm going to pop the pocket on, so let's just see what shall we do. So what I did on the other ones, before I put the pocket on, I just popped a little bit of book paper on underneath it. So let's just glue a little bit of this down like that. That sticks on there. Shall we have a little bit this side? Let's just have a little bit, even it up like that. A little bit of glue. Maybe I'll have it so it wraps around just a little bit. There we go. Just so it comes round the back. We can pop on our little pocket there. So what shall we do? Shall we pop, which side? This side. So she can go on there like that. I've got this lovely little lacy flower on there, which I'm just loving. So what I think I might do, I'll stick this down first. A little bit of glue. Like that. Pop that on. There we are. And you can pop a little bit of lace across the top as well. If you were, if you like to sew, you could sew a little bit across the top there as well, couldn't you? Right, let's have a little bit of cheesecloth. Just cut a little bit off. Shall we have? I'm going to do a couple of bits. So this is a cheesecloth, and then this is the open, whoopsie daisy, the open weave one, which is a bit more sort of all over the place. Now I think there's 2 layers of it on here. Oh, I don't know. Let me just cut a piece off. It feels very hairy, this stuff does. So let's just pop a bit there. Let's use our 3-in-1 for that, I think. I think with the vintage style, you can add colour to it. So I think it's not, you don't have to have it really vintage. You can add like these green and things like that. I think it looks, add a little pop of colour, looks really, really nice. What did I do with that piece of cheesecloth? I think it's stuck in here. There we go. So this one can go this side, I think. Like that. So let's stick this one on here. Just so it's the other side of the photo. Squash that down. Like that. And then, shall we have this on here? I quite like that too. I'd like to add that in. See, that looks nice, doesn't it? So it's a little bit sort of offset, and I think this green works really well with this sort of like vintagey colour. That's pretty, isn't it? So let's stick our little flower down. I'm not going to stick it down too much. I think I'm just going to stick it sort of in the middle. Go. Oops. A little bit of glue on there. Oh, oopsie daisy. Put that on. See, that looks really nice, doesn't it? And then I'm going to just pop that on there. I don't think I need the bow, that's a bit too much. And I'm going to pop this on there because I like these. Now, I've used these a lot, so I really should make a few more because they are really, really handy. I'll pop the link to the video where I made them if you missed it. But they are so simple, and you don't have to, these are made out of seam binding, but you don't have to make them out of seam binding. You can make them out of any bits of ribbon. Now, these are the little journaling cards. Now, I'm not going to do anything with them. I'm just going to put them in like that. But again, you could sew around it if you wanted to. And then we have the big one there. So that just fits in like that. And I just think they look really, really lovely, don't they? So they match the tea and coffee stain papers, the basic backing kit. Which is nice. So if you already have them, these will all match in, or if you don't have them, it's just a bit of a tester to see if you like the colours, isn't it? And the sort of like the texture on the paper. So there we go, guys, that is your Friday freebie for this week, and I am loving them. Really, really lovely. So there we go. So I hope you're all safe and well. And you've had a lovely, lovely week, and hopefully you can fit in a little bit of crafting this weekend, make a few bits and pieces to add to your stash. So thank you so much for joining me. Please stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye bye.